Oh, sorry.
It's all right. Take your time.
Yeah, okay. This is Budget Buddy.
Yep. Continue.
So the problem that we're trying to solve today is many people, especially younger adults in this generation, struggle with managing their finances due to a lack of professional and personalized guidance. Managing many budgeting tools on the internet right now lack the personalized feel of a professional advisor, something a professional advisor is also not available to everybody. And without professional advice, financial decisions can become a lot more stressful and overwhelming, leading to financial stress, lost opportunities, and poor financial habits. Our
Okay.
solution is Budget Buddy, an AI-driven website that assists users in getting a firmer hold on their finances with greater confidence. Using the capabilities of Google's Gemini AI, it collects the user's financial information like their monthly income or their monthly expenses, their financial goals, something that they see will happen that they want to see happen in the near future. And it uses Google's Gemini AI to provide them with that personalized professional um, budgeting advice. Then paired with that is the investment advisor. The investment advisor is a data driven is you, the investment advisor is an interactive feature that provides investment recommendations based off of a stock's closing prices
Understood.
over the past couple of months or years. And
Understood.
it helps users build their wealth strategically and make better investment decisions.
Hmm. Got it.
Um, this moving on to our system architecture, we have the front end, the back end, the Gemini module, which actually provides the personal advice and the stock advisor. So starting off with our front end, it's built with the Python library Streamlit. Its purpose is to collect the user inputs, again, like the monthly income, financial goals, um, maybe the number of dependents you have. Some younger adults also have dependents that they have to care for. Then the key features on the front end is the budget info form. I'll show a screenshot of that later on. And the stock analysis display, again, that will also be showed later on. Then moving on to our backend, this is built with Python, and its purpose is to receive the user's financial information from the front end. And it also manages the API requests for both Google Gemini and Yahoo Finance, which is used to power the stock advisor. Then moving
Oh,
on to our Gemini model, um, we've fine-tuned a prompt that will get the best output out of Google Gemini as many times as possible. And the functionality of it is that it processes our prompt, which contains all of the user's financial inputs and financial information, and returns personalized budgeting advice to the back end, which will then display it to the front end, which the user can then read and take the steps. Then moving on, finally, our stock advisor. This is also built with Python, and it uses the Yahoo Finance API. And the process that the user has to go through is first it enters a stock ticker, and then through the backend will use Yahoo Finance to get the stock's historical closing prices over the past couple of months or years. Then it uses linear regression to predict the future closing price of the stock, and it creates a recommendation based on that closing price.
understood.
Uh, sorry, this slide is titled wrong. This should be the budgeting advisor,
No issues,
just
no
so you
issues.
know.
You continue.
Um, the budget advisor, as I said before, collects financial deep information from the users, such as the income, monthly expenses, saving, debt, and goals. Using this input, it uses Google Gemini to generate personalized budgeting advice with clear recommendations and clear steps on what to do in the future to save, spend, and plan more effectively. It also it it changes its response based on the user's location. Like, let's say I'm in California. California housing prices are crazy high right now.
Hmm.
And Google Gemini will know this and it will be able to tailor the financial advice to the user's specific area. These screenshots just show what the budgeting form looks like, with how the user will actually input their inputs and their financial information.
Okay.
And these two screenshots here, the first one to your left is how we actually get the user's input. Basically, what each line does is it assigns a variable to a input box, and each input box will ask like a question like um monthly expenses, like your utilities, the electricity, internet, and bills, as well as insurance. And we use the subheader function to sort of split up the financial information into manageable chunks so that the user doesn't feel overwhelmed with a bunch of questions asking for their information. Then if you look to your right, yeah, oh. then af- then if you look to your right, you'll see the prompt that we use for um, Google's Gemini. We input all the user's information into this prompt, and we will send that to the Gemini module, which will create a response. And then this code snippet right here the use actually generates the advice.
Okay. Understood.
Now moving on to the stock advisor. The stock advisor allows users to input a stock ticker and retrieves historical price data. It then uses linear regression to predict the stock's next closing price based on past trends. Based on the prediction, it gives a basic recommendation on whether to consider investing or not.
Okay.
And then the screenshot to the left is the actual linear regression that's going on and the recommendation that's happening. And the screenshot on the left, I mean on the right, shows the data being fetched from Yahoo Finance.
Okay. Understood.
Moving on to the impacts of Budget Buddy. Budget Buddy helps users understand the fundamentals of budgeting, saving, and investing, while also breaking down complex financial topics into simple advice. We're offering the guidance of a financial advisor without the cost, making it much more accessible to those who need it and who might not otherwise have it. We also focus on reducing financial stress through clear steps and helping users build healthier financial habits over time. Budget Buddy is also useful. It equips people to make smarter financial decisions while also supporting their long-term goals. Ultimately, our aim with Budget Buddy is to create a tool that is practical, approachable, and impactful for everyday users.
Understood. Understood.
And what it solves, again, it bridges the gap in financial literacy and access to personalized professional advice, helping users make smarter budgeting and investment choices. And some next steps or improvements that we would like to make include fine tuning the stock advisor by using a more complex model than linear regression, like an LSTM, which can account for the seasonality of stocks, and adding monthly check-ins and progress reports to add incentive for the users to actually follow through with the steps, and a portal to display the users' information and keep track of their finances.
Okay, understood.
Now, would it be okay if I demoed Budget Buddy?
Yeah, sure. We'll have a quick demonstration of it because I've already seen your project and was it was lovely, man. That was really great. So yeah, we'll have a quick
Thank you.
demonstration.
Okay, yeah. Can you see this? Can you see the Budget Buddy right now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so I have some information prepped ahead of time just so that I don't take up your time. So let's just say this person's name is Bob. He's 25. He lives in San Jose, California. And let's say he has no dependents.
Okay.
The monthly net income could be around 6,500. And let's say he rents, his monthly rent could be $2,500, which is a little bit less than the
Mm-hmm.
average in this area. And the utilities could be around $400, groceries 200, insurance. And again, these values are all kind of random or pretty
Yeah,
close to the average.
understood.
And let's just say for um just to show how Budget Buddy can help create payment plans. Let's just say Bob is in debt of around $2,500, and let's just say he's not paying that off for now. And
Okay.
maybe one of his financial goals could be save for a car, something that can happen in the near future. And it does take a while for it for Budget
No,
Buddy to actually generate the advice, so it may take a minute or two.
no issues, no issues. Uh, the interface is really nice, by the way. I have already seen it, and even the mentor complimented on it. I had a discussion with him, and he was telling me about how interested you were to learn about everything during the sessions that were going on. Uh, is it getting ready? Okay.
Yeah, here it is. First step, it's a summary of the current financial situation. It even notices that there's unpaid debt and you're not making any payments for that. So it's going to highlight that later. Then it's going to
Okay,
create the customized budget.
that's nice. Yeah,
And then it's,
everything is
yeah,
detailed like that. Everything is in the details. I like that.
then it's going to suggest some adjustments to improve your financial situation. Then it's going to create that 3-step practical action plan that I talked about earlier.
Yep.
See here, you can notice that it uh, defined all of the user's goals and some actions that can be taken to save up for it.
Mm-hmm.
and then some recommendations for local sources for local financial resources in the user's area.
Understood, understood. Really well implemented.